You and I have had the last 12 hours to get to know each other. And I'd really hate to see you do anything to jeopardize our relationship.
What's your point?
Well, I think it was really good of you to let those other people out of here.
It is easier to watch one hostage than 30.
True.
It's easier to kill one, too.
See that, Kathleen? Logic. That's your strength. That's why you can see that it would be logical for you to let your friend Marty out of the cell.
I told you, I can't let Marty go. I love him.
Exactly, so you...
No! He cheated on me. If you guys want to arrest him for something like that, then I have to. That's why I've had to do all this. He's my sustenance. Without him, my soul would starve. Where's that food you promised me? Come in. Chicken superb. Hold it. Did you get me a crispy like I ordered?
Was most interesting. The hostage taker claimed to be in love with the man, and yet she threatened his life. I need to have this love issue more fully explained to me.
Well, sometime when you got a spare year, I'll give it a try. Right now, I'm going home collapsed.
Oh, not so fast, Bobby. Your shift started 20 minutes ago. There's a homicide in Section 10. It's all yours. And don't even think overtime. The budget's a wreck as it is.
I better change my clothes.
Look familiar?
The Connie Wheeler death, April 12th.
What was that one?
Cardiac arrest was the preliminary. The file is still open.
Good, because this is the same M.O. Right down to the props.
Bathtub, candlelight, champagne.
What's her name?
Vi Maxwell, 29 years old. This really does seem similar to the Connie Wheeler death. I was at that autopsy.
Boy, you know how to have a good time.
There was slightly irregular post-mortem lividity, a mix of alcohol and prescription drugs.
Let's get the champagne tested.
But she also had vestigial bite marks on her tongue. I remember thinking there could be evidence of a seizure.
So?
So you should check Miss Maxwell's tongue.
You check her tongue. The county has people who do that, you know?
The county has people who regularly miss things as well. Bite marks.
So what are you saying? 2 women died of some sort of seizure in identical surroundings?
That would be the less likely explanation.
What's the better one?
Electrocution.
Sweet. But how? Where's the power source?
Well, clearly it's been removed.
Murder?
Maybe. Come on, let's roll.
Let's roll.
I've been watching television. The Mod Squad.
Lieutenant Gomez, please contact the watch commander on extension 364. May I have your case identification?
Pick up the ball game on that thing?
The lab results are in. They used a designer drug in the champagne.
Any links between our dead women?
They used the same dating service, Abelard Personal Technologies.
Well, computer dating proves to be of some use after all.
You don't think it fulfills its prescribed function?
A dating service? Of course not.
But it makes so much sense. They screen out potential medical problems, incompatibility. 61.7% of people married last year found their spouses through one.
All they do is run a bunch of tests, and then they develop templates. It's a load of hooey.
I was developed with templates.
Well, hooey in a very loose sense of the word. Anyway, if both victims use the same service, we should talk to the wingnut who runs it.
The wingnut is right here. Dr. Sidney Victor, the officer at the desk, told me I should find you here. I own Abelard Personal Technologies, the dating agency Miss Maxwell went to.
Bobby, man, I own the foot I put in my mouth all the time. Sergeant Edison.
Hello.
I heard the terrible news about Vi. Obviously, it reminded me of another client.
Connie Wheeler.
Anything you could tell us would be a help.
First thing is, I checked the records, of course. It turns out they had a male client in common, Jeffrey Bosco. I thought we should clear the air, even though he didn't kill anyone.
How do you know?
I've been in the personality practice 11 years, detective. I'd noticed someone with a capacity for homicide.
I should review his profiles.
I'm not allowed to disclose them.
Sergeant Edison is very discreet.
I'm sure she is, but the AMA makes the rules.
Look, Doc, you get a warrant, Mr. Bosco's files go on record. Eve looks at them, they might just stay private. It's your call.
Fine. But I'll ask you to work on site at the service.
All right. It'd be handy if we bumped into Jeffrey Bosco while we were there. Maybe you could find a reason to call him in.
That's possible. He's due for an update on his dating profile. We haven't had much luck with it.
Great. Give him a call. We'll see you this afternoon.
Officer Connolly, please report to record.
Good day. It's really not my affair, man, but do you think it's wise to tell him that you actually enjoy placing your foot in your mouth?
A truly loving person knows that discussions in a partner's past relationship can
You
provoke...
certainly are a capable young woman. You're really blazing through these files.
Thank you. I'm a retrieval expert.
Tell me, are you attached?
No.
I ask purely out of professional interest, of course. A young woman like you would be highly prized by the male clients enrolled in our service.
I don't have much time for dating.
How often have I heard that?
I don't know.
A truly loving person enjoys the achievements of their partner without jealousy or criticism.
Thanks for seeing me, Mr. Bosco.
No problem. I heard about Vi this morning. It's quite a shock.
I'm told you dated her.
A couple of times. Beautiful girl.
You had a relationship with her?
You mean I slept with her? Yes. We had our tests, and we were registered with the Board of Health.
Did you see her up until she died?
No, we broke it off 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Whose idea was that?
Hers.
Where were you the night she died?
Clippers game.
Clippers tickets? All I ever get's the Lakers.
I won them in a raffle.
So, when you went to that game, as they used to ask in confession, were you alone or with others?
About 20,000 others. But I was sitting alone.
Didn't Slobodan drain a 30-footer in OT that night?
I don't know, did he?
Trick question. There wasn't overtime.
Trick answer. I left the game early to beat the traffic. I'm a football fan. I was all set to take a scholarship when I blew my knee out at 18. Anything else I could help you with?
Nothing for now. Thanks for your time.
It's been my pleasure.
A truly loving person doesn't compare their partner to those around them.
My God. How is some machine ever going to be able to tell that she's the woman of my dreams?
I could ring it for you.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
You know, if you do decide to look for that someone special, we stand at the ready. To aid you in your search, to be your own Friar Lawrence, I mean. He's the matchmaker in Romeo and Juliet.
He enters in Act 2, Scene 3. He has a speech 22 lines long and a straight AABB rhyme scheme. It's Mickle,
Mickle.
meaning great. Line 15, oh, Mickle is the powerful grace. It comes from the Old English word Mikel. It was mostly used in Scotland after the 12th century.
Yes, well, if you're just about done here.
I am. Thank you.
Oh! Story of my life. Move before thinking.
That's all right.
Here, let me get this for you. I'm really sorry. I'm Jeffrey Bosco, by the way.
Eve Edison.
Hi, Eve. So are you a client here?
No, I'm not.
That's too bad. You need help out to the car?
No. Do you?
No. No.
Crude, but possibly effective.
Well, it helps to have no shame.
I'm not sure about Jeffrey Bosco. Where he just stared at me.
I can't imagine why he'd do that.
And slamming into me like that, it shows aggression. So do a lot of his tests in the files.
So he's mad at his father.
No, actually, he's very well adjusted in his feelings towards his father. It's the mother that's problematic.
How do you know that?
Well, on his Colebrook reactive parenting analysis, he did 3.1 over the mean on negative imaging.
Ooh, I love it when you talk dirty. Come on. It's quitting time. Tomorrow we'll track that bottle of Chateau Riviere.
I need to see you guys. You don't have a line on tickets for the show on Friday, do you, Bobby?
Nah, they're tough.
Well, keep an eye out. I promised my husband for his birthday. Now I got a marriage riding on it. Just once, I wish the Who would have a farewell concert and mean it. So, what about the champagne?
Guy walks into the delivery service, gave him the bottle, paid cash. It's a dead end.
But if the killer's sending offerings to Eve, he may be fixating on her.
That would be ideal.
Just what every girl dreams of.
Add the fact that the killings are apparently connected with the dating service, and we have an undercover opportunity.
For what? You gonna let Eve be live bait? It's too dangerous.
Danger is my business.
She's been watching a lot of television.
Nonetheless, this is precisely the sort of thing she was designed for.
How can you even say that? You told me yourself she's got an emotional age of 7.
With the deductive abilities of Sherlock Holmes.
If she goes undercover at the dating agency, she has to take the personality test. Those things are designed to look for, well, personality.
I can do it. They used a lot of those tests to put me online. The only problem is I haven't had time to individualize, to develop a self.
Oh, don't worry. I know someone with personality to spare. I'm sure he can help you out.
What? I'm going to give her an identity in 6 easy lessons? It can't be serious.
As a peptic ulcer.
My interests include baseball, Czechoslovakian beer, and vintage Studebakers.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And my favorite actor is Rocket J. Squirrel. I never heard of him.
He made some art films in the 60s. Commentaries on the Cold War, really. Russian spies, move them in, a moose.
I also collect Stax Volt singles. Single what?
Real records. Pieces of vinyl with music on them.
Vinyl? Well, wouldn't that crack or scratch? And what about surface debris?
Okay, let's forget about the records.
I do have interests of my own.
Well, good. Let's go with that. You've been watching a lot of TV lately, right?
Yes. I find it exposes me to a vast array of ideas I might not normally encounter.
Do you have a favorite show?
Well, there is one excellent program. These 3 men explore a variety of professions. They try plumbing, carpentry, cooking.
I don't think I've seen this.
Of course, their personal dynamic is just as fascinating. The one called Mo is clearly dominant, although Curly does have an unbreakable spirit. And Larry... Well, Larry has an unusual haircut.
You're ready.
For what?
You go and take those tests. Believe me, you're more than a match for them. But let me just help you pick out something to wear. I want you to make a good impression.
Or have some other interests. Can tell them what to do.
Thank you.
Miss Addison?
Yes.
Dr. Victor is waiting for you. Hi.
Hi.
You're really dressing for attention, aren't you?
He picked it out for me. Do you think it's too much?
Are you with Miss Addison?
No, just giving her a lift.
Boy, it's good news. Come on. I'll take you.
Hello, Eve. Thank you, Adrienne. Tommy Chartres will administer your tests. He thinks you're just another client, of course. Miss Edison, this is Tommy, one of our bright young up-and-comers.
My pleasure.
I'm really looking forward to the procedure.
Great. You couldn't be in better hands. I'll just... Oops. Sorry. I just need to put this right. If I could just...
Is that the spot?
Yeah, those are... that's perfect. Now then, Miss Edison, just try to relax and and then you say the first thing that comes into your mind.
Word association.
Right.
Left.
No, I haven't started yet. Okay. Naughty.
Pine.
Passion.
Fruit.
Man.
Bobby.
You mean like an English policeman?
No, Let's just try the next one.
Phi.
Thigmotoxis.
What?
It's the movement of an organism as a result of tactile stimulation.
What's that got to do with thigh?
It's the next word in the dictionary.
Perhaps we should just go on to level 2. Pulsating.
Sphegmomanometer.
Sperm?
Moby Dick.
I have to tell you, Eve, when they made you, they broke the mold. I've never seen anything like it. Your intelligence is incredibly high. But on the Kamenev emotional, the score was, well, random.
And your lucky number, high.
I suppose I'm not like most women.
You're not like most people, Eve. You're remarkable. You're so remarkable that I'm not getting a single match for you in the files. I can't remember this ever happening. It seems you're just not compatible with anybody.
Eve, Jeffrey Bosco's tendency towards violence, did it peak at any particular point in his life?
Yes, 18 or so.
There you go. His last year of football, they give you a spike the size of Mount Shasta.
Thank you. 14,152 feet? I doubt it.
Now, you knew that was a figure of speech. What's wrong with you tonight?
I'm alone.
Well, not counting me, yeah.
You know those personality tests I took today? I don't match up with anyone. Am I unmatchable? Unacceptable?
So you're not right for the couple of hundred losers who signed up for that place.
Actually, they have over 10,000 men on file. I wasn't close to one of them.
Look, Eve, you're doing great so far. You've been online, what, 6 months? It takes most people 80, 85 years to find out who they like and who likes them. Most of them still don't get it right. Come on, I'll buy you a malted.
A malted what?
Milk. What else is there?
Any edible grain can be malted. Barley, corn, millet.
Oh, okay, I get the point.
I'm only up to the O's. There's oats, rice, rye.
Food group review will have to wait, Eve. We have a body.
Nothing in the series?
Candlelight, champagne, and a nice warm bath. You better get going. So, what did your field trip turn up?
The victim's name is Dee Dee Sharples.
Not only did she work with Vi Maxwell, she used the same dating service. I go back to the service and sniff around.
They were the same placement of the body, bite marks on the tongue, everything.
Right down to the Mickey. Chateau Riviere.
A high degree of ritualization. Theories?
I think Jeffrey Bosco is the leading suspect. He knew the first two victims and has a tendency to violence.
Is it time to go undercover?
No way.
Yes.
Captain, this guy's not fooling around. He uses real juice.
I can manage the risk.
But not the electricity.
Bobby's got a point, Eve. It wouldn't be like taking a bullet. If you came in contact with that kind of electricity...
It would fuse my circuits and bulk erase my memory.
You'd fry.
Yes. So I'd have to get him to attack me, and then stop him before we get to the bathtub.
She's not ready for this.
Are you kidding? Have you taken a good look at her lately?
That's not what I meant. It's too dangerous.
Is it?
No.
I don't think so either. Set up a date with Mr. Bosco. And you better reread the literature I gave you on human sexuality.
What have you been giving her?
Review the section on seduction techniques.
I don't believe I'm hearing this. Where'd you get these books? The impound locker?
It doesn't mean she has to do anything, but she has to be prepared.
You're contributing to the delinquency of a cyborg.
I've already reviewed the material. It was intriguing in many ways. The male sexual ego was particularly fascinating.
You don't know the half of it.
Gotta find a new line of work.
Keep in touch.
Well, maybe.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Hey, you came crawling back. This is the new one by the Tron drug lords. You want to check it?
No, thanks. I want to talk to you about the service.
Ouch. The powerful depressant.
What, you don't think you're helping people find compatible mates?
I think that anyone that gets hooked up to this joint, they probably deserve each other.
Lots of people swear by it.
Lots of people don't know Shih Tzus from Shar-Peis.
What can you tell me about the staff?
Abelard heartbreak service. No, it was just a joke, ma'am. You're right. I shouldn't joke about it. I'll see if he's in. Hold on. All the failed dates from last night call in to weep. Could we talk someplace else?
Sure, where?
Oh, somewhere moody and mysterious. Like your place.
You never seen my place.
That's what makes it mysterious. I'll swing by tonight.
I don't think so.
Okay, be that way. How about right here? I get off at 11. Pick me up then.
It's just a few questions.
I'm the girl with the answers.
You're not wearing down, are you?
Why? What's wrong with it?
Nothing if you're looking to revive rock videos. So where's Bosco taking you anyway?
I don't know. He's picking me up at 8.
Well, make it someplace public. A movie, maybe. Yeah, I hear the new Pee-wee's supposed to be good.
Well, Bosco isn't likely to do anything incriminating in public.
No, but you gotta be careful.
Oh, I'll have backup.
It's not just that. I mean, you've never been on a date before.
Why are you so worried? Don't you think I'll know how to behave?
I'm not worried about you. It's Bosco I'm worried about. I mean, guys can be very motivated on dates.
Motivated?
Yeah. Half the time they're just out for what they can get. Believe me, I know. Look, not that I was ever... Just be careful. All right?
I will.
Okay.
You better be going.
Yeah, I'm on my way. You're gonna let Eve be live bait? It's too dangerous.
Nonetheless, this is precisely the sort of thing she was designed for.
How can you even say that? You told me yourself she's got an emotional age of 7.
Hi. Eve?
Hello, Jeffrey.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. So where are we going?
South Seas.
Excuse me?
We can do it without ever leaving your apartment.
Ooh, last of the big-time spenders.
See, I've got the latest disc from the world of romance. Hot tropical night. Pop it in your player. I spread out this fabulous Polynesian picnic. We are whisked away to the warmth and mystery of a starlit evening. Under the southern sky.
Great cold takeout boy.
Get us into the mood. All the Mai Tais we could ever want.
This is not what I expected.
I am full of surprises.
I just bet you are.
Well, shall we go native?
Don't get down on the floor with him. Come on, Eva, were you born yesterday?
I swear you're paradise. Have you ever been in the tropics?
No, I haven't.
Something about them that brings out the romantic in me. Seems like life would be so simple, so much more primitive in a place like Fiji.
Volcanoes make up 87% of the total area of Fiji's 2 main islands.
Did you ever see From Here to Eternity? That great scene with Burt Lancaster and Deborah Paget lying on the beach? The surf pounding over them.
Yes, I have seen it.
Swinging for the fences.
Passions running wild. Have you ever felt that way?
No, I haven't. Please, Mr. Bosco.
My name's Jeffrey. Oh, for God's sake, Eve, we're both adults. We know what we want.
I want you to get away from me. I told you to stop that.
What does stop mean to you, Eve? Does stop mean no? What does stop mean? Make me.
It means stop.
That's okay, Eve. I like it rough, too. Do you want to try and stop me? Come on.
Let go.
Come on.
You now have subluxation or partial dislocation of the right shoulder. Do you understand that?
take it from here, Eve.
I had hoped to avoid injuring him, but he made it impossible.
You clown. We're going a little trip to the hospital to take care of your shoulder and any other injuries you might sustain along the way. After that, we're going to the big building. All the policemen got that closed.
When Mr. Bosco, Deborah Carr appeared in the film scene you discussed, not Deborah Paget.
This isn't our guy.
What do you mean?
The victims they all trusted the killers. No woman's going to trust Mr. Happy here. Are you all right? She's not ready for this.
I can manage the risk.
Guys can be very
Motivated.
not ready for this. She's got an emotional age of 7 for both adults.
I can do it.
You've never been on a date.
Am I unmatchable?
7.
Slamming into me like that shows aggression.
What does that mean?
It means stop. Stop. Stop.
Hi, Miss Edison. I hope it's not too late. Can I come in for a minute?
Is it important?
Yeah, it can't wait.
All right.
Dr. Victor didn't tell you the truth.
Truth about what?
Finding a match for you. Actually, close to perfect for someone, but I'm not supposed to tell you. I could lose my job.
I can keep a secret.
That's great. Because, see, your ideal mate is me.
You? Really?
What's the matter? Something funny about it?
No, but it's surprising.
They couldn't tell you because I'm an employee, but the truth is, you're made for me. You want to go out? Talk? I know a place nearby.
Tommy, it's kind of late.
We're a match, Eve. You don't want to blow it, do you? Come on. This is the chance of a lifetime. Really.
I knew there had to be a match for me somewhere. Just give me a minute.
Put this bum in a cage.
Sure, Detective.
Hello, Mann.
Eve, you okay?
Tommy Charchar from the dating service just showed up at my door. He set his test match with mine.
He's lying.
Obviously. But he wants to go out for a drink someplace. There's very strong circumstantial evidence that he's the killer.
Wait for me right there.
No, he won't incriminate himself unless he feels comfortable. In control.
Look,
I'll call you as soon as I know where we're going. I will exercise appropriate caution. Well, all set?
You bet. I really appreciate this.
Who am I to argue with science?
I know I don't look like a dream date or anything, but I'm really different inside. You'll have a great time, I promise.
I hope we both do.
You know, now that I think of it, the bar is kind of noisy. It gets this art crowd when the hologram's let out. I have a little place we could go. Is that okay?
That would be fine.
Detective Mann, it's a little late, isn't it? What can I do for you?
The kid at your office, Tommy.
Tommy Chartrell?
Yeah, what can you tell me about him?
Not much. He's a good worker when he wants to be.
Do you have his profiles?
No. An IQ at most. Why?
He showed up at Eve's night and asked her out.
Oh, no. I've warned him about this before.
Warned him about what?
He's been known to approach women clients. He tells them he's their ideal match. It's an outrageous lie, of course.
Where would he be?
I don't know. Look, detective, it's true that Tommy becomes a little overmotivated when it comes to women.
But you swear he's not a killer because you know so much about people, right?
Yes.
You gonna bet your license on that?
It's funny. I was never too sure about the computers and all the testing. I mean, what can you ever really know about someone?
I certainly didn't know you could afford a place like this.
Well, it's not mine, strictly speaking. It belongs to the company. They use it for first nights, but I can get into it when it's empty. Check it out. Deluxe AV, great view. Hey, wait till you see this. Our very own pool. Romantic, huh?
It's very nice.
Can I get you something to drink?
Actually, I need to use the phone.
It's nearly midnight.
I have to call my sister. I promised.
Phone rings after 10 in my family. We all think someone's dead. Anyway, this one doesn't work.
Are you sure?
Oh, check it out. Speeding back. I've been after them to fix it. Looks like it's just you and me, Eve.
Anybody home? Just a few simple questions.
Don't look so shocked, Mr. Mann. You're a detective, so I figured tonight we could explore all of the mysteries.
I know you won't believe it, but I used to have a tough time with women.
Really?
Yeah. For a long time, I didn't understand it. And one day it hit me. I look too nice.
I don't think that's a disadvantage.
I'm not too nice, but I look it. Girls used to think, what a nice guy. Next thing I knew, I'd be dancing with myself. Women like a mean streak in a guy.
Why is that?
Who knows? I don't call the shots. But hey, here I am talking about all this when I've got you right here. You and Chateau Riviere. We should be celebrating a perfect match.
Not right now. If I drink, I won't be responsible.
It's really good.
No, I'll change.
Into what?
Well, aren't we gonna go bathe?
Sure.
It'll just take one moment.
I went to all this trouble, and all you want to do is pepper me about that geek Tommy. I'd rather talk about us.
This is very important.
Yeah, so is learning to relax. Trust me. I brought a great pace setter.
Where'd you get this?
I appreciate the compliment, but believe me, I'm over 18.
Where'd you get this?
It comes from Victor's private stock.
Victor?
Stay perfectly still, Tommy. I don't have to blow your brains out until I have to.
I thought I could go in just like this.
Oh, you can. Now, Sergeant Edison, don't do anything foolish. Like moving.
Victor has crates of the stuff. Tommy swipes some every now and then. He always gives me a bottle. He thinks it'll impress me.
If Tommy were with a girl and thought he might get lucky, where might he take her?
I'm happy to say I have no idea.
Oh, well, there's the company condo. He lifts the key every once in a while, trying to get to some babe.
Where's that?
Century Spiral, 1401.
Thanks. I gotta go.
This is not a promising start to our evening.
I hope you didn't think you were fooling me, Tommy. Using this place for your own assignations. I was going to fire you. Then I realized you suited my purposes.
You can't do this.
Sergeant Edison's body will be found just like the others, with yours nearby. A guilt-racked suicide, as your note will explain. All crimes solved.
Don't do it, Tommy.
Start writing. Here we are. Nice and warm. Now, please, get in, Sergeant.
Why do you do all of this?
I have to stay dedicated to reason, not passion. I found myself attracted to you, as I was to the others. That temptation threatens my impartiality, my calling. I thought you might be like the rest of them, Sergeant.
So you sent me champagne.
An opening gesture. But I couldn't pursue it, of course. Oh, well. Not all our actions could be motivated by love. Now, if you please, step in.
Tell me what love is.
Well, that's the joke, isn't it? There's no such thing. Not that I've found. It's curious. You show no fear at all. You're the most unusual of them all. Oh, well. It hardly matters. Time to act. Drop the gun. This isn't a gun. Something far more elegant. You shoot me and it goes in the water. Detective, put the gun down.
Excellent backup work.
Thanks.
However, the situation was under control. I had a number of options to consider.
Right, Sarge.
I was about to subdue him.
Well, you're welcome anyway.
Thank you. Anyway. There. I think that's everything.
Thanks. You know, I really don't feel right without this stuff.
Oh, wait. I transcribed the analog information on this diskette.
Single.
Single. I converted it to digital for play on my system.
You listened to it?
Exactly. I must admit, man, I felt a bit confused by this case.
That's okay. I'm confused by life.
So many people were desperately seeking love. And yet the experience often leads to adversity, sadness, sometimes even tragedy.
Yeah.
I couldn't decide how to classify love, as being a negative or a positive.
It's not quite that simple.
Well, and then I listened to this single. The verbal content of the lyrics was quite sad. Yet the singer's emotional context was almost joyous.
Otis Redding.
It led me to suspect that both the negative and positive facets of love are always present. In fact, they're part of its fascination. It's not all that simple.
You got that right.
Yes. Mr. Redding suggests that in our dealings with one another, we should simply try a little tenderness. Got. He repeated that phrase quite a few times. It was really rather...
Repetitive.
I was going to say exhilarating.
You know, you just may have a little soul after all.
On a special night at a special time, meet the crime-fighting team of the future.
Oh, man, you're a machine.
The hit series TV guide calls Electric, Man, and Machine. Then, she wanted her child to be number one, so she blew away the competition.
They put 3 bullets in that kid.
Ripped from the headlines.
He'll do 25 to life.
I don't believe he'll be convicted.
An all-new Law and Order after Man and Machine, a special Tuesday night event, 8, 7 Central on NBC.
Back off.
Feel free to scream. No one will hear you.
If you liked Man and Machine, then you're in luck, because Tuesday night, NBC's bringing you a special episode of Man and Machine at 8, 7 Central. So mark your calendars and tell your friends. Now, stick around for a powerful NBC world premiere movie, the story of one family who single-handedly took on a drug lord. The Keys, next on NBC.
Man and Machine.